Ayurveda and Yoga Wisdom by drchristiesmirl. In this section, we'll be discussing personality types along with the mind gunas. It is interesting to look at Western personality and mental disorders from an Ayurvedic perspective. Charaka describes personalities as innately tamas dominant, rajas dominant, or sattva dominant. Charaka describes three types of tamasic dominant personalities. They all have a common overall set of features being less intelligent, a depressed frame of mind, and prone to laziness. This type of tamasic personality also tends to focus on eating, drinking, sleeping, and sex. They tend to be more greedy, irritable, and lacking consideration for others. Charaka describes that they will harm others to safeguard their own interests. Charaka Samhita lists 6 types of rajas dominant personality types, and their rajasic features being egotistical, proud, ambitious, tending to rule over others, hard-working, sometimes with lack of direction. Rajasic dominant personality types demonstrate more anger, attachment, jealousy, and dominance. They're more prone towards emotional outbursts and wasted mental energy, but they can be calm, good, friendly, faithful, and patient when their interests are unchallenged. Charaka Samhita also lists 7 personality types that are sattva dominant. Sattvic personalities are described as saint-like, devoted, intelligent, kind, sage-like, eloquent, excellent, virtuous leaders with self-mastery and high emotional intelligence. Lastly, Charaka writes about the trigunatita, or personality type who has mastered all mental processes. This type of person and personality will show full emotional control, renunciation of worldly pleasures. They are unaffected by insult and can remain elevated in the realm of peace, bliss, and meditation. This is the goal of evolved mental health and self-realization. When healing the mind with Ayurveda and yoga, it is important to realize that mind alterations and pathologies can be either psychological or psychosomatic. Psychological disturbances arise from the mind: fear, grief, shock, whereas psychosomatic disturbances arise due to bodily dosha disturbances. Let's look closer. Vata excess can cause rajas in the mind. You'll see things like hyperactivity, forgetfulness, anxiety, generalized fear. Rajas in the mind can also be due to pitta, where we see more agitation, criticalness, outbursts, lustfulness, maybe even mania and violence. Now, if the psychosomatic disturbance of the body is from kapha, you'll see tamasic qualities like fatigue, laziness, hoarding and depression, excessive sleep, and apathy. What are some of the causes of psychological disturbance, as well as contributors to psychosomatic disturbances? Some of these causes are chronic anxiety, chronic stress, horror, assault, divorce, grief, excessive excitement, excessive lust, insecurity, guilt, shame, rejection, abandonment, anger, confusion, frustration. These states of the mind are treated through counseling, spiritual guidance, as well as lifestyle observances through yoga and Ayurveda. Now, psychosomatic mental disorders, as we've discussed, can be seen through imbalanced vata, pitta, or kapha doshas. In these instances, take the Vikruti quiz and determine the most elevated problematic dosha, and then follow appropriate Ayurvedic nutrition, lifestyle, as well as yogic observances.